Ladies and gentlemen, the finale of Pandora's Box. The story so far.
Yes, let's go.
First a recap. Having escaped the bowels of the castle, Professor Layton and Luke finally reached the exit.
Bowels? Ew.
But with the exit in sight, Layton decides what they must search for what they came for. He is convinced that the castle is the key to understanding both Volsunds and the illusion box. And with that, Layton and Luke begin a cautious investigation of the area. Okay, Shiroi, it's you and Whips.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I do believe that's...
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Katya!
I forgot about Luke's line.
And Luke.
Don't worry, Libs and Shiroi. You guys will have plenty of times to bounce over each other when we get to the last Spectre.
Okay.
Yeah, Spectre's call.
Because in there, Layton
Yes,
has
Joe,
a
but later.
Alright.
Anton? He's no vampire, he's just...
Blade? So he's half vampire. I'm quite puzzled, Katya. What do you know about this man?
It's not for me to say.
Ew.
Awkward.
Besides, right now you must focus all your efforts on escaping. If you linger here, the madness will grip you before long.
But
We're all
I'm
quite
mad.
bad here.
She's probably talking about the curse. Anyway.
Yeah.
Luke, the curse.
Which category of curse will you take? Will it be Aztecian gold curse?
I'm
Poison
afraid I
gas
don't
curse?
understand. Please be honest with us. What's happening here?
Very well. I'll explain everything. But first you must get as far away from this castle as possible. Quickly.
But I can't. I'm stuck here. My sprite won't move.
Oh boy.
Alright. For now on, it's fully voiced. So let's sit back and relax.
How are you related to this entire situation? Are you...
There's no time.
Pregnant?
You've
Wait,
got
where
to
the
be
heck
out
did
of
that
here.
come from?
Okay. Run.
Look at Professor!
Luke, you're a terrible runner.
This won't do. People are trying to sleep.
Oh my
you
god, I
know.
love his voice so much.
Is it you? It can't be. Oh, how I've waited. It's been so unbearably long.
Professor, do you know what he's talking about?
Not in the slightest.
Come
I think he's
closer.
crazy.
My dear sweet Sophia, I've missed you so.
No, fuck you.
What's this?
Yeah, fuck you.
Very well then. Is this how it is? I didn't see this coming, Layton. Not at all.
I knew you were a
I'm not
prima
sure I
donna,
understand.
but a cheating
This is your
bastard.
fault, But you can't have my Sophia. You're going to be very sorry you crossed me.
Oh boy. How about, what if he stabbed her or something?
There's no lack of swords here. Take whichever one you like. Know this though.
Slow. Only one of them.
Is real.
The other one is a candy
True
sword.
warrior always keeps his blade in hand.
A true warrior always keeps his blade in hand. Alright, let's keep that in mind.
Puzzle time!
1, 2, sword.
Okay, a true warrior always keeps his blade in hand, so what does that mean? Which
Wow,
sword is real?
music.
Which sword is real?
Come on, Dwibs, let's see if you can figure this
This
one
one is
out.
this one is easy. A true warrior always keeps his blade in hand, so the one sword that actually is near a warrior's hand.
And now to test my...
Unlike the other ones that are on the wall.
What's this? Wait a minute. What
Huh.
theory is there to test?
Wonderful.
I'm picking a sword.
I don't know, Professor! Just get the sword quickly so you can defend yourself!
Fine.
I have to explain it to the audience.
Alright, I love this music, so let's pay attention and listen. The main theme of the game, actually. There you go.
I didn't think you had it in you, Mr. Layton.
This just reminded me of the sword fight in Die Another Day.
Oh! Layton sure can move!
Well, we all know he practiced in high school, so.
True, yeah, we know.
True, we haven't gotten to that game yet, but whatever.
Layton lost his hat for a second.
But notice how we didn't see how he looks like under the hat. We won't see. Level 5 is saving that mystery until the end of Lost Future.
Okay. No, stop fighting!
There you go. That's the image we saw at the beginning of the chapter.
Da, 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 da.
Hold on, something's wrong.
Something strange is happening. I just need to catch my breath.
No more! Please, just stop!
Wow, he is Blade and he's having trouble controlling his bloodlust.
Are you all right?
Please just stop, Grandfather. Your body can't take
What
it.
did you just say?
What is he like a?
No, I wasn't too
I
far
don't
off.
understand. Sophia, dear.
Is he a billion years old
You
or
haven't
something?
figured it out, have you? You really don't know. Then I guess it's up to me to tell you the truth.
I am not your granddaughter.
I'm your granddaughter, Anton.
Don't be ridiculous. Look at me. I'm too young to be anyone's grandfather.
But what
You
you see
sure?
around you isn't real. It's just an illusion created by your own mind.
Whoa, so he's
He's
one of the mutants from X-Men.
He's literally closed off in his own world.
Allow me.
Yep.
The
Okay.
gold mine built by your father, the late Duke Herzen, brought this town much growth and prosperity.
And now it's time for the other
Something
plot
terrible
twist.
slept deep within that rich gold deposit.
That's right.
Unbeknownst to the miners, they hit a vein of hallucinogenic gas while digging for gold.
So this has all been a
The gas made
hallucination.
those who breathed it
Basically,
extremely
Shireen
susceptible
Dreams, this
to
has all been a
mental
hallucination.
suggestion.
Full Sense literally is a phantom
Tales of a
town.
nightmarish vision seen in Full
Yeah,
Sense
in
then
reality,
spread,
the town is
as
actually a
did
bunch
the
of
town's
ruins,
sinister
but because of the gas, we've been
truth,
seeing it
neither the
as
Full Sense we see before us, nor
what it
its
looked like back in its
residents really
heyday.
exist.
And they're going to
This is
explain. Hold on.
all
They're
creation
going to
of
explain
our
in
minds.
bigger detail. So let's listen. There we go.
How did you
Here we
work it
go,
all out,
Professor. Here we
Professor?
go.
The images of Full Sense we saw are 50 years old, yet they show a town identical to the Full Sense
Exactly.
of today.
That's why they brought so much attention
no
to the
town
paintings.
can remain unchanged for 50 long years.
Of course.
The photos we saw in the train station formed our impression of the Full Sense we'd seen. A Full Sense of 50 years ago.
Enough of this madness. Full Sense is real. I'm real.
You are not
None
real.
of it's real, Grandfather. This town is just a thin shadow, an illusion born of greed.
Later when we get to the credits, I'm going to explain why I find this plot twist so brilliant, and such a great job of making Anton a very complex character. But we'll get to that eventually when we get to the credits.
Well
Katya,
done.
Sophia, and
You've
Anton
got
is
an
going
L.
to- Katya set out alone for Full Sense to solve a 50-year-old misunderstanding, which we'll see.
Just
Which
three mysteries.
And
Just
we'll-
three mysteries.
and we'll
And
see.
another L.
And we'll see. The hallucinogenic gas present in the phone. Yeah, you know this, so I'll skip it.
Two mysteries left.
Exactly.
But the bearded guy, we've got him left.
Okay, flashback.
But you and I are betrothed. How can you just leave me here? I won't have it.
This whole town is cursed. If we remain here, all those dear to me will die.
Huh.
Am I not dear to you, Sophia? Stay with me, and we'll rebuild Full Sense together.
That's,
I'm sorry, Anton, but there's someone else I love who needs me even more than you.
And he took it the wrong
Is
way.
that the real reason you want to go? Because there's someone else?
And he thought Layton was that someone else at some point.
oh boy.
I trusted Sophia, and she left me
As we
for
read in the
another.
diary.
You've got it all wrong, Grandfather. She never betrayed you.
What?
The other she was talking about was the little life growing inside her. The life you two created together.
No. That can't be.
Okay, I'm a little bit lost now.
I'm
Well, you'll
sorry,
see. You'll see. You'll see.
But there's someone
Don't
else
worry,
I
it'll get
love
pretty
who
clear
needs
as it
me
goes on.
even more than you.
Yeah.
I never knew. Sophia was...
That's right. Grandmother was carrying my mother, and she left Full Sense to keep her safe.
That's why
There we go.
That's-
She was
that's-
pregnant.
The baby a
That's why she
secret
left.
To avoid causing you more
And she kept
pain.
baby secret too.
I've been so wrong.
And
Grandmother passed away last year, but she was always
we're also going to
talking
learn
about you,
eventually
even toward the
why
end.
didn't she just ask
She
Anton to kill her
never
for later
stopped
on.
loving
Just
you.
for now, let's just hold off on that. All right, so another ninth mystery solved. Anton invented the whole vampire story to scare off those who would try to look at the Herzen fortune. He did this by whisking away all those who came too close to the castle and setting them free to run away once properly scared. So that's
the gas.
And that's how the vampire rumor started.
And so about the gas, is that gas the reason that Layton sees full sense as it is?
They're going to. Layton's going to explain after we're done with it. Okay, hold on. Don't worry, Shiroi. By the time the credits roll, you'll know everything.
Okay.
And eventually down goes the chandelier.
Grandfather, no! Please stop!
Oh crap.
Oh.
He cut the chain that held the chandelier on the ceiling, which is why it fell.
It's causing the whole mansion to
It's I'll explain what they're going. Which is my interpretation of what Tino is going for with this particular part right now. But I'll wait till the credits.
We have to get out of here.
For now, let's pay attention.
Be careful!
and she gets squished to death.
Don't worry, Layton is here. A true gentleman always helps a lady in need, Bruce.
Now's not the time to be having a staring contest.
Run away! Run away!
There's no evil Courtney music, so I can't say it.
And I love this next cutscene that's coming right after. The music. Let's pay attention. I love this one.
Let me remind you, this is all done on a Nintendo DS.
Didn't Dragon Quest do this for its intro and their first...
Dragon Quest 9 was also made by Level 5, so...
And see, this is what the town really looks like.
And here's
Anton.
And here's the real Anton.
He's old and decrepit.
Alright, and now Layton is going to explain what happened with the doctor falling over and shit like that. Okay.
It seems I've found the answers I was searching for. Here, allow me to return this to you.
Alright, so here's the box.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go.
So, the box wasn't cursed after all.
No, Luke, there's no curse to be found here. But if I were to guess, I suspect you'd find traces of that gas in the ore used to make this box.
That's why.
The same fumes that drove the town to ruin were released upon each person who opened the box. Those who opened the box expected death, and in doing so, fulfilled their own grim predictions.
Exactly.
Oh.
I suppose it was just an ordinary box.
Oh,
then.
it's far from ordinary, Luke.
Oh, I assure you, it's far from ordinary.
There's also the
This
fact...
box was crafted to hold the words of
actually,
my
no, I'll
heart.
explain it in the credits, actually.
What do you mean?
The box contains a hidden message, one meant only for Sophia.
I'm sorry, I
Many
forgot
years
your
ago,
birthday.
I used to travel backwards through town to
Okay,
deliver
that's, when we do read the message, please try to
Okay.
Let's see, Ace Attorney, Professor Layton, Final Fantasy VII. No,
Not so
no
much.
heartbreak moment is saved from
Not so
bliss.
much because of me, more like because of Shiro. You know?
Chain of sad events.
But we checked the box. It was as empty as could be.
Okay.
Ah, well that's because there's actually a second way to open it.
Of course.
Smash it!
Here's an interesting thing. Nintendo, back when this game first came out, Nintendo actually offered a collector's edition that actually offered a wooden box that was kind of a simulation of what the Elysian box. It also had two ways to open it.
Understanding this box
Yeah.
and what it means.
Did you get that edition?
Boy,
No, I didn't. Unfortunately, no.
I think so. Let me give it
Okay,
a shot.
so final. The sun rises.
rises when you and I meet, and when the wind blows, you will know my heart.
Okay.
Hmm.
So that's the
One last puzzle.
So that's the hint.
Okay, more puzzles. God damn it, Doug.
The sun rises when you and I meet, and the wind blows, you will know my heart. Okay, so what do we do for this sub-puzzle? We have the two people meet, as in each other, the sun rises, and we blow into the microphone. the wind blows.
The end.
Right? So yeah, in this
Leave it
particular
to me.
puzzle, you need the microphone. Fortunately, the DS simulators have a way to simulate the
That was
microphone, so it's not a
almost
problem.
too easy.
That was almost too
Okay,
easy.
okay, Joe. Okay,
puzzle ever.
okay. For the sake of Shiroi, Dwebs, and Joe, please remain quiet for the next few minutes.
I'll mute my mic then.
If you don't mind. Okay, thank you.
I may speak a bit, but yeah, I'll be more quiet.
I did it!
Oh,
What's the matter?
this isn't the letter I wrote. This is Sophia's handwriting. The box must have made it to her after all.
My dear Anton, are you well? I received your letter. Though I'd like nothing more than to see you again, I'm afraid I no longer have the strength to do so. You don't know how many times I've thought about you over the years. I often wonder if you hate me for what I did. Do you? When I decided to leave, I was carrying our child. I couldn't bear exposing that tiny life to such danger. I knew your father's position and understood you didn't have the option to leave with me. Even though I did the only thing I could, I'll always regret leaving you that way. But there's one bright spot in this sad story, and that is our lovely granddaughter, Katya. My departure all those years ago has given you the chance to meet. Katya's mother died shortly after she was born. But Katya grew up strong and sweet just the same. She reminds me of you every time she smiles.
Aww.
With her around, I could never forget about you, even if I wanted to. You've been in my thoughts since the day we parted. And now, though my time here is drawing to a close, I like to think we'll meet again on the other side. The thought of seeing your face warms my heart.
Well, level
Be
5
well
certainly know
and
how
be
to
happy. My dear
pull this
Anton.
off.
Yeah.
But
You
just
think this is heartfelt? Wait till we get to the crossover.
Sophia.
Okay, I've unmuted.
Oh, Sophia. I finally understand.
Level 5 knows how to
You
do
know,
their
for a minute there, I
emotions.
thought that letter he was holding was an overdue bill or
They
something.
know how to do their heartfelt.
Oh no! I don't believe
It
it!
turns out the
They're
Vision Box was
overdue.
created 50 years ago to carry a letter from Anton to his love Sophia, which explains why Sophia was so adamant about looking for the box when she heard that the box was lost.
That's
I don't believe it! I'm overdue on my gas bills!
Grandfather.
Oh wait, one more heartfelt scene.
Grandfather? Yes, that's right. It has a nice ring to it.
What about Granddad?
I am so happy we met, my dear granddaughter.
You don't know how much this means to me.
It's been so long, so very long in fact, that I had forgotten what love even felt like. Instead, my love for Sophia was replaced by anger, and that anger completely blinded me. But now I can see the world clearly again, thanks to you, my granddaughter. Are you listening, Sophia? I'll have to put off returning to your side for a while. There's someone I need to get to know here first.
Oh my
Will you
god.
forgive me for making you wait just a little longer, my dear?
Wherever she is, I'm sure she's very happy for us.
Okay, I'll be honest, I've always thought shots like that are a little bit,
Good, shut up, you'll ruin it.
I think the game earned it.
yeah, no, I mean in general, those shots, you know, looking
Okay.
down from the skies.
True. I see what you mean, but I think this game earned it.
And thus,
Bye,
another
we'll never
mystery
see
was
you
solved.
again.
Well, that's kind of how the series goes. Anyway. The story is done. It's been told. Let's not milk it.
Yeah, can you imagine them having sequel after sequel involving? That'd be. Yeah, well, that won't.
It'd be funny to watch, but yeah.
Besides, Dweebs, we've got a prologue to get. Well, we have a prequel to get to.
One final narration before
and that was the tale of the Elysian box, a relic reputed to carry a curse so terrifying that it became known as Pandora's box.
Diabolical box is better.
But
I agree.
when all was said and done, the nickname Pandora's box couldn't have been more inappropriate.
You're telling me.
The box was revealed for what it truly was.
A diabolical box, as America
A vessel
recognized.
Created to carry the love of two kindred spirits through all of time.
That too.
While terror brought the box its notoriety, in the end, its most powerful message was one of love.
Love.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, one of the best musical tracks ever put in a video game. I freaking love this credits theme so much.
Puzzle Master.
There you go.
Akira Tago.
Akira.
All right, thank you, Mr. Hino, for another wonderful game.
You know, Pedro.
The director as well.
Yep.
Pedro, I always wondered, who was Akira Tago?
Akira Tago is the guy who wrote the head gymnastics magazines that grew up with and inspired him to create this series. The puzzles.
How ironic that Akira Hino has the same name, well, the same first name apparently.
No. Tago is Akira Tago, whereas Akira Hino is Akihiro, not Akira. You're mixing it up. Oh my god, I love this music so much.
You know what? It almost reminds me a bit of Turnabout Sisters theme. Well, part of it anyway.
Yeah, it does actually.
Yeah. Wonder if Level 5 may have taken some Ace Attorney inspiration for that track.
So yeah.
And again,
well, now they're in the same universe.
Yeah. And then again, considering how this game in particular plays a lot like an Ace Attorney game with a lot of the murder.
Okay, so here's my take on the whole climax for me. Let's think about the there's a great under element to the story that the game does a great job in showing.
That's right. Festiv's actually alive.
Yeah, I know, but we'll get to that eventually. But there's another element to the story that was greatly explored, not so much for the dialogue between the characters, but mostly because of the visuals and what's happening in the background as the actual plot was going on. Which is, let's think about Anton's situation for a moment. Like, Anton is closed off in his own world. You know, he's basically stuck in the past, still waiting for Sophia to come back. You know. Whereas, and of course, when eventually Katya comes to tell him the truth, he of course finds the truth, and we literally see his world fall apart, which is what the castle being destroyed. So in a way, Anton's story is also explores the theme of basically letting go of you being closed off in your own world. You know, Anton of course felt like he was betrayed by Sophia, and so of course he forgot this entire time. So it's kind of like he's closed off from the rest of reality. You know, so in essence, Full Sense. That's kind of what I also love about Full Sense being an actual phantom town, because when you think about it, Full Sense is actually a metaphor for the fact that Anton is trapped in his own world and he just refuses to face reality. So it's another great element, and once again goes back to what I said. Yes, the Phantom Town thing, if you apply it with real life logic, is kind of weird. But if you forget that for a moment, actually analyze the soul of the story, it once again is a crucial element to the story. And I'm incredibly able. By all means, I'm incredibly willing to ignore the weird nature of the plot twists if they do something wonderful like they do with these games, because they do such a wonderful job at making sure the plot twists matter. They're not just
out of nowhere. I mean,
you know where I'm going with this. So. And meanwhile, this Petrucciani is still chasing down Pablo.
I love all these little artworks we have.
The chase is good. The chase will still be going into the third game.
Don't worry.
Surprisingly not, actually.
It comes to a close.
I'm guessing Don Paulo escapes eventually. Oh, and the two brothers finally reunited. That's why Mr. Beluga was looking for the box. He wanted to give it to his brother so he could finally, make him see the truth. So Mr. Beluga was never a bad guy to begin with. He was just determined to help his brother.
Yeah.
And Sammy just went on to pursue his dream to become a rock star, much to the dismay of much to the dismay of everybody around him.
Except Luke. Except Luke.
I think it has some acquired taste to it.
Wow, even Layton couldn't keep up the gentleman.
Meanwhile,
attitude.
we return Speedy to Macaroni.
Bad Animal Side UK.
Will he ever get back into shape?
Well,
Great thanks to Bad Animal Sides UK, because they did a great job creating this wonderful UK dub. Oh, and look at that, Flora is in the barn, just like Don Paulo says.
Has she not starved?
Since the credits still go on.
Well, no. The game took like a day at most in terms of time, so no, not really.
So, yes, if only it weren't for the behind-the-scenes production issues we had.
Guys, remember how in the Curious Village Luke got to keep the Don Paulo's Chelmy mask? Well, now he gets to keep Flora's mask.
That's
hey, look, Flora, it's me! Flora!
Luke, no.
No.
Oh,
Meanwhile, and look at that, notice Nigel, the butler. He's old too, so the butler himself was also a part of Anton, which is why he sounded the way he sounded. He was actually an old man just like him.
Gentlemen, despite the behind-the-scenes production troubles we had while saying our lines, mostly due to the fault of a certain young boy, I did enjoy working on this project.
All right, one final cutscene,
we have a cutscene, guys.
Come look at this article, you two.
Huh? Miracle rescue saves beloved academic.
You see, so nobody really died.
After all.
We'll visit him as soon as we return.
Oh, but that might conflict with the symposium you've scheduled in London tomorrow.
For what?
Then I'll simply have to cancel.
Huh?
After all, Luke, one must always show gratitude to one's teachers.
That's what a gentleman does.
That's what a gentleman does.
Well, we'll see what it comes.
And remember, Luke, for the next game, no gentleman ever interrupts someone else while they're performing their lines.
True.
But Professor,
I'm sorry, Professor.
I'll remember that for next time, then.
The end.
I promise this time, because if I don't, they'll terminate my contract and replace me with another actor.
To be continued in Professor Layton and the Lost Future.
But, audience, we won't be getting to that yet. You see, we're going to save Lost Future for last. Well,
No.
No, it's not Last Future, it's Lost Future.
I said Lost Future for last.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Go ahead.
Professor Layton and the Lost
Anyway, as I was about to say, tune in next time for when we actually look at Professor Layton and the Spectre's Call.
Indeed.
Or as you may...
Why are we doing that?
Because we're saving the better game for later.
Because
No,
Dwebs. Me and Jove agree that we still don't have the means to record the 3DS games. So we decided to do Spectre's Call first, and which is fine. It stands on its own. You don't really need to play Lost Future to understand anything. And then we eventually do Lost Future because it feels more like a finale, because it's a finale of the original trilogy. So until we
trust me on that one.
Trust me.
I thought Argent Legacy was the final.
I know, but we can't record Argent Legacy right now, can we?
Yeah, Argent Legacy is the last of the prequel trilogy.
Anyway, the point is
the end.
The point is, trust me. It in terms of having a big finale for our Layton playthroughs. Trust me, Lost Future as the last one fits much more. Trust me, you'll know exactly what we mean when what me and Joe mean when you see the end.
Okay.
But
plot twist, audience, I'm the one recording it.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk about our final thoughts on this game after the extras part. After finishing the extras part. So see you then.
Okay, see you then.
See you then.